Ladies and gentlemen, kids and adults, it's time. Why should I find my kids? I don't have an inventory. Mandus, the hell is that? There's a grizzly bear, what am I... You don't do this. No! No! I'm gonna cry!
Come and see, Papa. We found an egg. A stone egg.
A stone egg. I'm a stone egg. I'm a stone egg. Why would you have a against the rising waters? Send the tram catcher. Kosh the old man, sink him in a barrel of gin. When he's all mixed in the bones to jam, we'll raise a glass kindly to him. That makes no sense. How the hell do you turn a man into a jam? Huh? Wow, my lantern isn't broken. And once again, frames dropping. I have to get out of the game in order to... You can't see it. I need to get out of the game, like press the Windows button to get out my desktop, and then I just have to get in and it's gonna be fixed. I don't get it. June 3rd, 1899. I realize now that my fear of dirt stems from the disease I contracted climbing those lost jungle temples. It is as if those clean places so free of humanity's filth imprinted upon my soul and left it fragile to what I find here. Fear is what keeps us all in our places, and the fear of the flesh, the ruin of the flesh, is the greatest of them all. I am sickened, I am ruined, but I will build such machines to contain this plague and heal us all. A new century is upon us. Yeah, I'm sure. Anybody in?
Come on, slow coach. It's this way.
I'm no slow coach. What the hell? You're not giving me any like audible hints that I'm writing something. I just saw it at the corner of my eye right here. Metal ticking as it cools and contracts. This must be the strange machine my new friend told me of. If my children discovered this place, it is entirely conceivable they strayed downwards, delighted in their discovery. Very well. It seems my route is predestined. The descent begins. Entrapped. What is it? What is a trick? Was it a trick? That voice on the phone, who seems so close to my own, who seems to know me so well, does he lead me for a nefarious purpose of his own secret devising? But do I have a choice? Even though his motives are unknown to me, I must find my boys. My boys! I will follow the machinery down to the very core of the earth if it will lead me to Edwin and Enoch. Hello, ding dong, the wicked witch is dead.
The ground you feel is our attempts to clear the flood waters. Treachery, Mandus. We were undone. Your children are trapped by this act. You must find them before it is too late.
What do you need me to do? How can I find them?
Always deeper, Mandus. Through the piston room and into the tunnels. Then find the bilge and flush the rotten water. I will help you where I can. But you must be swift, my little friend.
I'm not that little. You know, I am quite short, but I am not that little. What the hell is that? A wax? This is probably a wax cylinder. I'm gonna keep that close, I guess. This game, man. Hello. What is this? What is this? FF10A DMI 1000 volts and some gobbledygook that makes no sense. I'm gonna... Whoa. The hell is that, huh? Oh? Ah? Do my eyes deceive me? That looks like a... What? Ah. That looks like I need these things. Ah! There's even more. Look at me. In my smart brain. Just... These don't roll. Really a fascinating place. What the hell am I even doing here? Huh. Why would I have a machine under my... Motherfucker. I know you're there. Alright, now where the hell do I... There's a thing. Out of my way. Put that in there. My journals. The Sabatel has been this way. Intriguing! The gates are far too heavy for a man to lift and are instead stood aloft by a chain coiled about the tube that appears to be spun by motors connected to these electrical switches. Whilst the fuse is blown, the motor cannot be spun, and the gates will remain an impenetrable barrier to progress. Not anymore. I fixed it up. I am a genius. I don't like that door. How many fuses are here? That's not very fun. The hell is this? What does this do? Ah! I have no idea what I did. That's the thing. They're not really telling me what to do and what not to do. Like I thought you go... Ah. Well, that is quite fun. Ah, finally. Alright, good. I have a bad feeling in my gut. You know, I just have this weird feeling in my gut.
Bandaged feet and eyes. Small bones in the orchard. I have carried this world on my back with its legs about me. Damn this wretched soul. I am given birth to nothing but machinery.
Maybe you shouldn't have messed up or messed with the machinery at all. Am I supposed to like go this way and you know, get those nice and away? Up and away! Interesting. Now there's another one. Yet it doesn't have a broken fuse. What are all the fuses for then? Huh? If there isn't just one, that's pretty... This puzzle is practically useless. Hello? No. There's no collectibles, there's no tinder boxes, there's nothing. I just have an infinite lantern. Will you shut up? Alright then. Yep. Something burst. That is not a good thing. As far as I know, when it comes to machinery. You know, bursting pipes. Back in Brandenburg, this was a huge issue, and look how it left me PTSD'd. Alright, there's another one. Alright, maybe there's a thing that connects to it? Nah, it's just a thing. Okay, that's dumb. It's just a random... Ah! Look. I have no idea what the hell happened. Ah, was that a pig? Are we finally getting some action? Are we though? Oh look, there's the thing. I see. I see. What did I write? More electrical sabotage. Another confounded fuse box. This fellow is thorough in his sabotage. It's somewhat repetitive. Yeah, I gotta be honest, it's quite repetitive. The stench from these barrels is quite discomforting. I would certainly hope that whatever chemistry this room is designed to store is not the defining feature of the flood that threatens my children. Right, I forgot you have an amnesia. Alright. I think there's finally a foe which I can beat. Unless there's a fuse in here. Oh yeah. It's time to hunt ourselves a pig. Oh! Well, that's... I'm gonna... That is quite dumb. Oh, let me just replace this real quick. Oh no! The fuse is gone. Oh, what a bummer. Oh no, I need to go down there to the pig, which I prefer. You're not pushing me to go to the pig. I wanna go to the pig. You don't understand. Hello? You're giving me the easy way out. I don't want the easy way out. Ah. August 19th, 1899. Von Reichenbach writes of the Odic Force, whilst that ignorant charlatan Blavatsky pontificated upon the soul. They are both cretins. To think what could strive for such great heights without wading first through puke and inard, without standing upon an architecture of bones. Montezuma was the wiser. But here, in our temples of steel, flint and steel, I have witnessed the severed head of a man recently trampled to death by a runaway carriage. Immersed in a solution of the Brennenberg compound, open his eyes and cry, "Oh, where are my legs, sir? Where is my body?" We are breaking through the barriers of death itself. Oh, my dead darling Lily, it is too late for you, but I promise you this. I will save our children from death, and, if need be, I will wrench them back from the blackness with this wonderful concoction. I don't think you should mess with stuff from Brennenberg. Not gonna lie. Is my lamp running out? Am I gonna be in total darkness? Also, not gonna lie, I don't think there's a sanity system in here. Like, you know. Let's go to the pig. Alright, there's a thing. There is a pig. And I wanna meet him. Ah, you can't take these. Wait, there were more here. Yeah, I'm gonna prepare this one. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just real nice go and see if there's a pig, because I wanna have actually something, and if this is gonna be edited for the first episode, I wanna see if there is a pig. I really wanna see if there is a pig. Oh look, there's another fuse. Well, that's dumb. Any pigs? Is there anything? Ooh. Here, piggy piggy. Oink, oink, oink! Where's my little oinker? Did he poof away? Hold on, let me crouch. Ah, fuck it, let's get a move on. I'm gonna go take this one because... There you go. I don't care anymore. Was that something that I saw? I bet. You know,
Follow us, Papa. We know the way.
I bet you know the way. Ah, you know the way! That's the way of the samurai to meet the pig. Can I stop resisting? What is that? That's just a pipe. Oh, I see. Ah, very nice. The door. Huh?
Hold still, for God's sake, hold still, child. Don't let it get into your eyes. I'm gonna rinse it out now. There. It will be fine. You just need to lie down. Enoch, look to your brother. How many times have I told you not to play in the cellar?
How many times have I told you not to play with the animals in the cellar? You know, in the cellar. Interesting. Oh, look. This way. Anybody about to make me peekaboo?
I told you he'd come.
No way.
Extraordinary. Quite extraordinary. And you built it all.
I did.
Good job, man. You have been busy. It is wonderful how tragedy focuses the mind. What else was I to do? Fall into grief, pine and fade in my hopelessness? Why not then simply die in that jungle amongst those dead temples?
Huh. Yeah, great. Well, let's... Oh look, that's the title screen. Ah. What the hell? Again, you're not really telling me what to do. Oh, look. What the hell? Okay. Disinfection, I guess. Oh, this way. What? Excuse me? How does... What? Hello, lady. That makes no sense. Did I lock out that piggy? Oh, poor guy. Oh, poor boy. That is quite dumb. I have no... The collar, the neck, the noose. Such a fanfare. The Times wrote it as splendid occasion. The bunting stretched for streets and the fanfare blew. A proud day for the family. I'm not sure I'm following. I have no idea what you're even talking about anymore. Ah, another thing. Hello.
I have such visions to share with thee. If my jaw be unshackled and you harvest the crust from my eyes. Make it clean, Mandus, that my thoughts and words can unfoul it be.
Yeah. Good. You know, I bet. Can I put a mask on? Can I be free from this human thing? This train wreck of God knows what else? Oh, look, a note. May 1st, 1899. But then, what if they could stand upright and walk as men? What if the brood were harnessed thus? Would they sing? Would they find their own god? I have seen these things, and I will tell you now, no, they will not. But they will happily accept fealty to a god thrust upon them, and worship it thus given. In this I realized they are no different to the masses. They are much the same as us. Once this irrevocable threshold is passed, I understand that we too are shackled and must be set free. To free the man, we cut the man. In order to cross that great evolutionary line, it must first be painted upon the ground. Like a pentagram. You know, you can cut a man. God damn it. What kind of base? I heard you. You here? Hello. How are we doing? Can I play a phonograph? God damn it. Why would you even have the phonograph? That's just... Ooh! Finally! Something new to look at. August 22nd, 1899. In America, you know, the place of freedom and whatever bullshit. They talk of building their cities to the skies. To me, this seems folly. But perhaps it is simply a case of a nation founded without a history of its own. We woke upon our histories. They are compacted into the very loam beneath our feet. The engineers we employed talked of this. They talked of how, when building the underground trains, they would often come across older tunnels crisscrossing the capital. What palaces lie buried beneath us? We are digging, excavating, and reappropriating what we find. At the center of the planet, my architect tells me there is a great iron ball. It is the egg of the world. The stone egg the kids were talking about. How did I ascend up? I got a... What? Was that it? Was that the cellar? That's it? No more piggies? No more piggies for me? I love pigs. October 11th, 1899. We integrate the very latest knowledge of chemistry, using low levels of laudanum derivative in feed to subdue the product even before the initiation of the process. This means that when we drag them from holding pens onto the line, they are less likely to panic and damage machine components, other products, or themselves. This section of the belt is sheathed in rubber and kept well lit to maintain good spirits. And we have actually found that the intelligent placement of gramophones and simple acoustic amplification tubes around the line means we can use music to further soothe the product. We find Debussy particularly effective in this regards. Oh god! Eagle cactus Debussy! No wonder. Debussy is quite effective. I mean, you can't be surprised. Warning, fueling pumps. Volatile chemicals are in use. These materials are highly corrosive. Wear protection. I'm gonna wear my protection for Debussy. Stop creaking, I'm laughing. Oh god, those are probably Debussy. That's so funny. I didn't think this game was gonna make me laugh. Damn, I'm strong! Ah! Holy crap, you guys better watch out. It is... The Debussy is quite corrosive. That is so stupid! Truck fueling station! Highly corrosive. So what do I do with this? The path is clear. It seems this chemical processor is merely one part of a much larger complex. Sorry, the Debussy really throw me in for a loop. Pumping station. It appears to be some kind of fueling station. I have seen automobiles demonstrated at Mr. Yarham and Mr. Simon's works, but the smell here is all wrong. This is not petroleum. Of that I am sure. Everything suggests to me that this machine must be significant in some way. Maybe it's the machine for pigs. Maybe... Fascinating. More pigs. Why are there always dead rats? That makes no sense. September 28th, 1899. Imagine, they say, a machine one day that might think like a man. As if this is to be desired. One might almost boast of creating a man who breathes like a pig. That is a sudden shift in thought. Men and women upon all fours, running carelessly, ejaculating their filthy little missives into the streets. Alleys and gutters running freely with the careless spill of their conjoinings. The air thick with the whimpering of lust. Bodies stacked with their own emissions. We have created the world here where man is so utterly debased, and he will spray his seed over passers-by? What? And yet this is the condition Babbage aspired to. What the fuck did I just read? There's ejaculation, there's careless spills, whimpering of lust. This doesn't seem like a horror game. Nuh-uh. No! This is not the machine we seek. I'm not seeking whatever this game has to offer anymore. Such an entity should be nothing less than a deity, and we would fall upon our knees and worship it. We shall not carve gods to bicker and fornicate. They will exist to clean the world and set us free. I reject Babbage as I reject these men of government. Let the pigs copulate in the gutters whilst they can. We shall scoop them up and ease their ascension soon enough. Man, what the hell? Whoever was the writer for this game, he had a field day of doing a bullshit. My man. Oh! And I'm outside. Wonderful, I can now get in here. Strangers not allowed on this works. Enquiries to be made at the lodge. None of those words make any sense to me. Oh really, you're not gonna let me... What the hell is this place? Where the hell am I? Belliard. How amazing. How quaint. The hell are these? Who knows? Hello, a note. Delivery schedule. How in blazes are we supposed to meet these damned schedules if even the basic equipment we are provided with simply will not perform its designated function? These cursed newfangled trucks will only run a fraction of the distance my old nag managed before running out of stinking gasoline. The gaffer said it's fine and there's plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls, but you end up dragging a blessed tank from the truck to the nearest one to refill it, and the one in the storeroom is empty again. I can't be turning that crank handle all day only to find the tank is empty. Well, sod it says. Enough for a night, and to my bed I go. It's not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard anyway. Harry, if you get this, I'll meet you in the Damson Templar for a job. Amazing. Lovely.
Come on, Papa. Let's climb this one. I can see more pictures at the top.
There's a lamp at the top, you idiot. Dunstan's Church. That sounds familiar, not gonna lie. That sounds really familiar. Any pigs? Any pigs in here? Oh, look at that. Oh! What in the world? Fascinating. The hell is this? I have found something. Chemical transportation. Danger. Highly corrosive. Highly flammable. What kind of bullshit is that? Highly explosive and highly flammable. Might be good to damage the goods, you know. My journal. Holy orders! This church is connected to the plant. How odd. However, it does suggest another route into the main path of the facility. Given the locked doors around the fueling station, the truck blocks my way, however. Almost as if the saboteur knew that I might consider this alternative entrance. Give me this. You know, Daniel was really way better at, you know, everything. Alright, up. There you go. God damn. Come on, faster. Alright, goodbye. Right now, where the hell do I stick this in? I have no idea where to Good, I guess. The hell was that? Was that a pig? God damn. A fast getaway. Dear sweet lord of all that is good and holy, I must make my escape. Grasp this container and its putrid contents and flee this place before that creature, that nearly man, returns. I will head for the church. Surely such an abomination could not follow onto hallowed ground. You'd be surprised at what monsters can really do. Can I do a stop? There you go. Oh, really? Is this it? Wow. Why couldn't you just... Well, that's dumb. That's kind of stupid.
This way, Papa. Come and see. Will it hatch? Can we take it home?
Yes, my darlings.
No.
Of course we can take it home.
I don't want to take anything home. Oh. What the hell? Well, you're dead. Did I really need this much fuel for the thing to really just... Was it really that necessary? Oh, I thought I was just the geometry showing. Nah, they were actually smart to put a window there. Livestock and Bibles. The wires came up on the ground, whilst he lay on the grass asleep. Like serpents they were, and they burrowed into his ears and became his listening. Cool. Hello! Inside. We sat here, I remember. We sat in our black, and we mourned, and we prayed, and we bowed our heads. How I hated God then. How I spurned him. If this is our Lord, this pig who robs me of my wife, then I refute his embrace. Some of these words are just all kinds of wrong. Like refute? What does that mean? Then I refuse his embrace? What? I keep telling you, something definitely got lost in the translation. I will carve a new god for us all. Such madness. Such a fool I was. If such blasphemous ravings had remained within me, I would be doomed. But even here, I feel the machine throb beneath the flags, and I know my path awaits me. There's a lot of reading, can I just say? November 23rd, 1899. Twin candles bent to the will of the central saint, casting their light to the corners of the chapel. Father Jeremiah, I thought could be trusted. What kind of old language sentences are these? Father Jeremiah, I thought, could be trusted with the secret. I don't doubt that this is the way how things were written. However, in Dark Descent, there was nothing like this. I would understand if it would be like this. You know, be written like old texts like Twin candles, benteth to the will of the central saint, casteth thy light to the corners of the chapel. You know, I would expect Dark Descent to be written like that, considering it takes place like in 1839 or sometime in the 18th century. But this is 1899. This is almost at the turn of the century. This is almost 1900s. People didn't write like this, as far as I know. I thought Father Jeremiah could be trusted with the secret, but he is like all of the others. So the old priest has gone to the holding pens with his flock, he says. He says he will enter into our world with them. A shepherd indeed. I'm having a lot of trouble reading. You know, in Dark Descent I had trouble... Shut up, I'm talking right now. I had trouble in Dark Descent because I didn't read out loud in such a long time. I'm having problems here because the sentences themselves are just way too weird for me. That's probably the entrance.
Your faith shackles your vision, Professor. It is an iron coffin that keeps you from grasping the future.
The future!
We require a new deity, one of steam and the wheel, of magnetism and progress. The old god is nothing more than a lamed hog, spitting back offal at mankind.
Cool. That's all I have to say about that. Cool. You know, I am not such a... Oh, I've been expected. If someone is opposed as to this marriage, speak now or forever hold your peace. Good, I guess. Good, you're married now, I guess. Those pigs are married, I guess. Dramatic, I love it. I'm checking these just in case there's a note. There's a teddy bear. Hello, Teddy. Can't grab you properly, that's the worst. Good. Well, oh, there's the organ. The wonderful thing that played. There's two doors. Anybody in here? Ah, this is the... Yes? What do we have here? Good. You know, good. Alright, do we have anything? Oh, look, a note. Father Jeremiah's Journal, October 1st, 1899. They flock to us now, where once I had to walk among them, to bring salvation into their lives. Now, drawn by warmth in winter, by the food that Mandus distributes, my church is full and my chargers are saved. He walks among them, and they almost worship him. He will not allow them to work in his factories, claiming that his workforce are specially trained for the new machinery he uses, and it would be irresponsible, nay, unethical, to risk such precious lives as he sees here. A changed man since Mexico. It is to be praised that the face of such appalling tragedy, and from the confines of his sickbed, as he is often chained to, he conducts one of the greatest and most benevolent charities in all of London. Not content with the rise to become the dominant food produce business in the land, he distributes his goodwill, his fares, to the poor, and they congregate about his kingdom in gratitude. I had a suspicion that I was in London. 'Cause, you know, Not only are the people British, and there's filth all over this goddamn place. Well, I picked a good way to go. I heard the chimes, you know, the bell chimes. That kind of sounded like Big Ben, not gonna lie. God, I wish I could throw all of these. Whoa, no! Bloody Hebeck. That's locked. That's not locked. What the hell is this? What in God's name is this? Well, there's no hints. There's nothing like what to do, what not to do, you know, what my goal is. Can't even pick up the Bibles. There's no goals as well. Like, I need to do something. Like, I need to turn the machine off. Huh. This puzzle seems familiar. I stumbled upon it all by accident. Damn. Oh! Oh. Now I wrote something. Infernal machinery. The engine fires. The flames are stoked. I hear steam in the walls. Vibrations upon the very air. My heart falters as at the prospect of throwing the lever and exposing the workings of this dark contraption. But my beckon children me on, and I cannot fail them. Oh God. What the hell? Whoa! That is not a thing that I expected. A hellish portal. That's not a portal? You think that's a nether portal or something? It appears I have no choice. Thus I descend, and may God have mercy upon my soul. If this is my bedlam, and I am to be cast as Matthews, then I will wear that mantle for the sake of my boys, and face whatever burrows, horrors beneath the altar. I have a lot of... I struggle with this. With reading this. Like, honestly. I really don't know what the hell. Oh. I see. There's nowhere else to go. The hell am I? Huh? Silence, do not startle or upset the acquisitions. Something tells me I should kill the light.
Listen, Papa. Hold the egg to your ear. You can hear the sea.
That is unnatural. Can I just say? What the hell is this? Ah. Oh, they must be testing the sirens. Ooh. The hell, man. These final thoughts. What exhumination is this? What rotten fluid? What be stitching of parts? I doubt I will ever be fond, yet I leave you this, scrawled in the malodorous half-light, whilst my tormentor shuffles below. My fellow prisoners keen and squeal in the gloam, and where I wait for the knocking upon my cage, that signifies it is, finally, my turn to make that dark journey into the interior. What does that mean? Dumb bastard. Ooh. Well, I just missed it. God damn it. Well, that's amazing. There's a pig. I do know that. I am certain. I saw the light. I saw the shadow. And yet... What the hell? Am I supposed to go in here? What? Can you get... There's no adjusting to darkness. That's dumb. Shut up. Or actually, don't shut up. Keep talking. Guys, keep talking! And maybe, just maybe, someone will go ahead and get you out. Is that a note? That is not a note. Finally! After how long? 2 hours? Hold on, how long have we been? We've been at this 2.5 hours. This is the... Oh, there he is. Get away. Why? Oh, look. And so, to the stoking. Pulling cogwheels now, sneeze into his handkerchief when the dust got into his eyes. I have to begin to change more rapidly now. He said something. Oh god, my FPS. Fascinating. Truly, truly fascinating. Not gonna lie. How did he not see me though? Are they so stupid? They might be really stupid. We have crossed 2.5 hours on this recording. I might end it and continue later because boy oh boy, am I tired of walking around and reading notes. Come on. Let's see what's in here, right? Can I go? Thanks. Let me just push this out of the way. This is locked, okay. Yeah, let me actually... Oh, hey, this looks like a good place to leave. You gotta love it. Oh, no, don't start the music now. Hold on. 2.5 hours. And I think this is just the beginning of actually seeing the very first monster. That's pretty bad. What did we learn? I don't have an inventory. When I write notes, I don't have any confirmation. When it comes to notes, I'm actually reading a lot of them, like unnecessary amount of them. The monsters are blind and stupid, and I am Mandus. It really does show that it's made by a completely different studio. God damn it. I think we need a remake of this. We really do. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you're somewhat at least excited about the next episodes about this. And hey, thanks for watching. And I'll see you with more pigs. Or something, I don't know. Maybe in a future Amnesia game. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know how to end this. There's a pig!